Next, let's close this. Let's open this one. Create a group. Item 4. Create a group. Many a times you need to create in a plan and you need to start duplicating a lot of things. You've got this nice cabinet design that you have done. You've got this this nice unique plan you have done for an entire condominium block. So you want to keep repeating it because it's 4 units to a core, 6 units to a core, 10 units to a core, etc. So you don't want to keep drawing that. You draw one nice one already. You want that to remain so that they keep duplicating it. And in order to do this, we need to use the group function. So let's see how we can do this part of the work. Now you can select this whole lot here and click on group. Here, this button here. Create group. Just Windows select the whole lot and it will automatically take you to modify, and then you can click on create group. Then you give it a logical name. All right. With this. And then with this you click OK. After this is done, it's been blocked, it's been grouped up already. The nice part about Revit compared to AutoCAD, okay, advantage over AutoCAD is things like name tags and things related to annotations, they are linked to the group, but it's not embedded into the group itself. So it's actually 2 separate elements. I will show you what I'm talking about. Now, with this, you have one for annotative element, you have one for geometry. Now, under here, under the model groups, you will now see these items here. It's way down the line, but it's here. You should be able to see the group that you have created here, right below. If you select this item now, you will see that, hey, there is an element down here. There is an XYZ, what we call the insertion origin. This insertion origin can be changed and it can be relocated. Alright, I'm going to just try to relocate it to the top left hand corner by dragging it over here and let it snap to say here. Just like that. Next, what we can do is you can simply, I can simply just click and drag this group, and then I can just block it here like that to create a duplicate of this group itself. Just like that. Now, if you look at this, you see my copy here, my group. The second part is the exact same copy of the initial layout plan group. But there's something missing, isn't it? The room tags are missing. Many a times when we duplicate this, we need to manipulate it also, like flip, like rotate, and so on. Alright? Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to edit the group to just show you. It's not the end here. You click on the one of the groups, any one, it doesn't matter, any one, and click on edit group. We can just edit this by
copying a window here somewhere, and when I'm done I click finish. Notice when I'm done I created a new window here. This gets replicated also. I have another window on this side as well. So very useful, because if you are modeling a tower like that, let's say 30 stories tall, and then your boss suddenly asks you, hey, let's have a bay window instead. Change the bay window. Okay, let's change for all the floors after that. If you don't have this function and you're using AutoCAD, but with this, all you need to do is simply group this thing and change it. The entire 24th floor tower gets updated one shot. You notice here, the one on the right doesn't have any room tags. That's because we haven't inserted them yet. What's going to happen now, select this one that doesn't have any room tags and click on attached detail groups. This one. Click on this button here, attached detail groups, and click on this name tags. This one. Click on name tags and click OK. You'll find that all the name tags now will appear already. You will also notice on the left here, dining room, room number 103 is actually quite different from this one, although they are exactly the same. Dining room, room number 128. The tag numbers, although they are clones, the tag numbers remain unique. This is so that you can quantify and count things for scheduling purposes later on. If you have tagged the doors will be unique also. Alright? So that's the idea. Now, let's face another nightmare scenario again with this. Your boss tells you, very, very nice. You know, now all 24 stories, 30 stories have got the same windows updated. He tells you, maybe for the penthouse, let's make it special. Make it special by having 2 windows this time around. That will mean if you use this existing strategy, you change it, you are going to change the entire tower. We simply make a duplicate of this to the right. Once you have situation like this, we will use the edit type function and create a duplicate of this unit, and we will call it something. This is currently a 2-bedroom unit, typical. We can maybe call this 2-bedroom unit A, type A unit. It's special because it's got something else. Okay and okay. And then with this, we can then go inside edit group here and make changes. Instead of one more, we will then make changes to one more by having one more window here, and then we finish this off. Now you see that this unit is the same essentially in every single aspect, except now it has 3 windows instead of 2 windows at this particular phase. Alright? And similarly with this, you can switch on the attached groups. The name tags will still be the same. The layout does not change at all, but the numbers will be different in that. So these units are different, slight differences, but they still remain as groups in which they are unique.